Oh, hi guys. It is Friday, the 3rd of December. The skid steer came back from this morning from being fixed. I'll go into that later. Right now we have a job to do. And that is get rid of that Widowmaker and that Widowmaker. Yeah. I got a chain hooked to it to pull it just a little bit to get it down. This is on the rather dangerous side. I really wish I had my tripod with me, but well, I'll be back here in a minute. I'm going to walk up and get it. We'll just do it this way. It'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I cannot see that upper limb whatsoever. Timber! I feel much better about this. I feel much better about this now. This feels a little safer. That little thing is inconsequential. Broke there. I just whack it off and push it around. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. If I can just get my chain out. Oh, no. Now what? You're kidding me. Okay. Well, we'll be back here in a sec, guys. Hang on. Well, hi, guys. Figure I better explain where the skid steer's been for the last week or so. It had to go down to McHenry's because the back pump that hooks to the engine had let loose inside. I do not know how it did what it did, but it did. One, the pumps themselves got loose and were hanging like this. You could take the three of them and push up on them. They were loose. That was one part. Two, inside the aluminum casing, where the lever sticks out and up for it to go back and forth, that had gotten, there's a plug inside that basically keeps that arm from going too far back, and it's held in by O-rings. And somehow or another that plug came out and cocked, locking it in reverse is what the problem was. Well, once he got it tore apart, he found out that the pump shaft at the coupler, it's got a chain coupler, the shaft was eat up. I'll show it to you right now. Here's a picture of it. Okay, guys, this is the shaft that was bad in the skid steer. It's got a lot of wear here, a lot of wear on these splines, But it's down at the bottom where this chain coupler is. That's really bad. You can see, or how loose that is. Gets nice and tight, but those splines are pretty well gone. And the inside of that is pretty well shot. Because that's how it normally rides. Just like that. So if you got the pumps hanging, the pumps were loose to the engine, the sprocket on the engine is solid, you're putting a lot of force on that shaft. And it's wore accordingly. You can see that. That's only about $400 right there, just for this shaft and this coupling. But it's fixed. Now I got a big paperweight. Oh. And these are all the O-rings and associated parts with the pump, because they all got new ones put in it. So that's what was wrong with the skid steer. So now back to our video. Okay, that's a picture of it and what it was doing. It's shot. So it's got the new shaft, new piece of chain for the coupler, and a new coupler. Everything bolted back in and everything's good now. It's acting a little squirrely, but it might still have air working through it. I don't know. But I took down the Widowmaker up there. I come back here to finish cleaning up the mess I had made in here. I'm not getting overly excited about doing this. I'm still sore, and I don't want to push my luck. I just want to get some of this mess cleaned up that I had drug out. I have a really nice pile of brush to burn now. And yes, this was a standing log tree that I pushed over. So I have a pretty nice burn pile here. If it wasn't so windy right now, I'd light it. But it's a little bit too windy for my likings, especially this close to the woods, even though the wind is coming from the southwest. Yeah. We got rain coming. And some snow showers maybe, I don't know. They can't make their mind up. But kind of gives you an idea from right over there to here. I just pushed the brush out, the garbage, just like I did all the way down through there. Now these hickory trees like this, I can't touch them. It's a waste of time. You can't budge the buggers. There are some trees here that I've got to cut down. Basically, that pin oak, or not pin oak, catawba needs those two lower limbs taken off. And I'm going to have to do that, but not today. I'm sore. I'm tired. And it really, I hate to say it, doesn't take much to wear me out right now. Basically since, I better move this before I lose it. How that came undone. But basically since the end of June, when the kidney stones kicked in, I really haven't been able to do anything. You know, I went from one thing to the next. The kidney stones to having to put the heart monitor on and wear it because my heart got so wonky because of the kidney stones. And then having found out I have a abdominal hernia, and the doctors won't let me. He said, don't pick anything up. Don't, you know, just, you got to take it easy on it. But I can sit in this thing and push the levers and do a little something with it. Feel like I'm getting something done. Like I say, it may not be a lot, but at least I can do something. I'm going to talk to my cousin later here in a little bit, and maybe see about having him bring the backhoe over and getting rid of these hickories. I just cannot do anything with them. And maybe taking some of these small ones out here, get them out of here, get rid of them. Really thinking about taking this whole line out. Get rid of it. Doesn't need to be here. Because it's taking a lot of moisture on that side of the field. It covers this side of the field in shade, and it makes it stay wet, so it's be a win-win to get rid of it. Is it the best thing to do? I have no clue. But it's really not doing anything for me as far as the farm goes. I mean, there's nothing here that's worth anything. The pin oak's good for firewood. I do have a few maple trees that could be sold, but there's really nothing here. Just junk wood. And tell you what, let me take a walk. I'll be back here in just a moment. Hang on. Okay, we're down on this lower end, and I can't stress enough to you guys, I guess. There's one place on this farm, actually two, that tile would be beneficial. And that's right here. From about right there to about right there. This stays wet. I really think there is a spring here and one over there. Now, I know it's hard to look to see this, but this field is going uphill. Okay, there's, from that point in the corner of the woods to where I'm standing is over 8 feet of drop. So I don't need tile to tile this field. Alright? It's a waste of time. Where there does need to be a tile, right over there by them trees, up and around through here and down to the creek. That would do the most good of anything. Now, I was able to get back here a couple of weeks ago and put a ditch from here over and cleaned it from here all the way down. This is a ditch I put in. I made this ditch. And it does work. quite nicely. But the bad thing about putting the tile in here, now what's funny, right over there where that wet spot is higher than where I'm standing. Believe it or not. I put this ditch in, and it tells you how funky this ground is, that this groundwater won't move through this. It's perking up and moving through it. But the ditch is here. It is cleaned out all the way down, and it does drain. Okay, this is part of my idea, what I want to do. This fence line, which is right there on the back side of the tree, if you can see it there, is not the property line at all. The best I can figure, by looking at everything, right at about where that tree is, right back there. Dead tree. That's how far this fence line is off. Saying that, there is sellable timber here on this ditch. Okay? Granted, it's going to have to be cut high. There's a big dead one. I don't know what that is. It looks like a maple. Yeah, that's a maple. It's dead. That can come down. All this scrub junk, it can all go. But, like I say, I gotta get this property line established. I gotta get it marked. So there's no arguments from anybody about it. But back to what I was talking about. Wanted to show this is all cleaned out. Of course, it's got a million leaves in it now, and it's probably about 2 feet below where I'm standing, walking on. Oh, new tree stand. And it's amazing how dry this is right here. And all the water of this field drains right where those logs are pushed up. Whoa! Slip sliding away. It's all about being slimy. It all comes down here, goes out down into the creek, which get through here without getting poked. Now, according to website, fence, which is right between those two trees, goes straight. Well, it's off, way off. See if I can find it over there. Be a lot better, easier if the green is gone. Property line is through here, about where this tree is, I think. Could be a little farther over, but it's, you know, if you're off this much here, and it's at an angle all the way back, you know, coming this way, and the fence is through here. It's been off for a long time. And truthfully, I know why. I have a map that shows in 1903 there was a road here. Alright? It makes perfect sense why the fence is where it's at. You know, they had cows in here, so they put the fence over by the road. They didn't worry about it. They knew the property line was through here. You know, it's just kind of in that no big deal kind of deal. But there is no cattle around here, and I do not, in the foreseeable future, see cattle coming back to this area at all. In fact, the guy we bought this property from had contacted the owner of this woods, wanted to buy it. He wanted to subdivide it, build a road back here, and build houses. We have those drawings of his, proposals, that he was going to take to the county to do this. But kind of money problems prevented him to do it. He offered the ground to us. We bought it. Enough said. There's my tree. I see it. Yep. Right straight where this live pin oak is up there, to the right of it, I can just see a glint of that pink post. So it's probably in line with this tree through here. But I don't know for sure. That's why I need to get the surveyor here. And if it goes straight through there that way, we're golden. Because I'll show you a picture of where the county says the property line on their aerial map is just behind that big red oak. And it's clearly visible from the satellite photo. And it's basically in a straight line straight up to that tree there, and it goes straight. Well, it's not. It's off. And as I tell you, the photo is just for a reference point. It's not anything legal. But if you get over to that stake and look back this way and look at that tree right there, from where it's at, you're looking off toward the back of the woods back there. So their idea is way the hell off, and I know it is. But if I own to right here, fresh rubs, going back, there's a lot of sellable timber that will go, because I don't need it. One, two, it serves me no purpose, and three, it's costing me money, because with it there, it's taking nutrients, moisture, shading, whatever you plant here. Because you literally go this whole strip that we cleared, which is basically from that last tree coming down over, this whole strip doesn't grow much. Doesn't grow much at all. So let me get over yonder. Well, we'll just walk. I'll talk. I did clean Ooh, sloppy, sloppy. God almighty, is that sloppy. Did clean all this up. That is a massive tree. All this out to about, well, right here, over, all the way up through here, I cleaned. Looks like my little ditch worked. Like every corner in every farm does this. You'll get a high spot on it because it's just invariable, it's going to happen. And where I'm standing to right out there is probably a foot higher. But I've cleaned this corner up. All the dirt that was here, which is from where we shoved all this out, piled it up and let it rot down, I spread out in the field. But give you an idea what I'm talking about, that property line. It's right over there. See the orange post? Now, it's this is in the, that's where I'm standing, at least 40 feet. So I just want to get actually all this crap cleaned up on this corner especially. Open this back up, get this garbage out of here, this junk fence out, because the fence actually serves no purpose. And the property line on this side, that's the end post right there. So this pipe would have been between that fence post and this one. Or this one, I can't, however it was. But literally right over there is the property corner, which is 40 feet from about right there. So that tree is a good marker because it can be seen from the aerial photo. Wished I could have pushed that tree out, but it got too big. I can't do it. And no, I am not pushing my garbage on to the neighbor, as you can plainly see through there. But I'm doing what I can. Literally, this is well, I can't pick stuff up and carry it. There's a lot of things I just can't do, so I'll do what I can. If I can push a little brush, clean stuff up, that's what I'm going to do. And rather enjoying this. Going to have to make plans to get this monstrosity out of here. It's dead. Big ash. And it's got, like I said, I've got more wood that needs to be cut up, taken down and just cut up. It's dead that I can shake a stick at. That's no joke. Here, there. I mean, you could cut pickup truckload pretty daggone quick here. This one needs to come down. That plum needs to come down. They're useless. Plum, choke cherry, whatever you want to call them. Useless tree. This needs to come down. I don't even know what it is. Probably an elm. Whoa. But it is serving a purpose. It is holding that bank. So it may get cut back some. Trimmed up. What I'd love to do, get this marked out. Surveyed. Not surveyed. The line marked. And get in here and get some rock put down in there, busted concrete, something. Stop this water. Slow it down. And get... Now, I'll be back here in a minute, guys. Let me take a walk. Now, believe it or not, there are the jumbo jets that fly over this place the same height he's flying. Okay. Back here on this back southern property line. I have a map that clearly shows a road being here, right where I'm standing. I mean, literally where I am standing right now was a road 100 years ago. Now, that being said, the fence, you see it right there. Here it is. Alright, goes between them trees. This is not the actual property line. This, believe it or not, there was a gate noted on that map into this field right here. Okay. Where this hunk of dirt come from, I have no idea. It may literally have been put here many, many moons ago from keeping somebody from coming in over here. I don't know. My best guess, the fence goes around the backside of that big pin oak. Through here. Alright, we know it's off. And it's off to the point up that way. It's 2 feet from the fence. Okay? So if the fence line was the backside of that tree originally, and it's off down there 2 feet, you're talking about here. As you come this way and go, well, by the county's markings, because I can see these 2 trees plainly, it is coming here. Now, or through, you know, here, I should say, on this one. It's behind this one, in front of that one. Okay. If we're off that far, looking down through there, this way, it ends up being a lot of property on this side of the fence. Okay? Knowing that, and what I've been able to find out over the past year, my yields for this place have been greatly affected by the fact that the woods is not 7 acres, it's 9 acres. This field barely squeaks in at 5 acres. And I mean barely squeaks in at 5 acres. So, in the front, it's off by, well, we were told 25, 5, 7. And it's a long way from it. Especially when you've lost an acre, probably 2 acres on this fence line alone. Plus the woods being a lot bigger than they said. I've sat down and figured it up, and last year's crops were pushing the 50 bushel mark, if I figure it with my numbers that I come up with. So it's kind of in that, craziness you get into with county and township and FSA and everybody else. I mean, it just gets nutty. But I'm hoping to get a bunch of this mess straightened out. I would love nothing better. I really wish I had a track hoe for a couple of weeks, because I'd go through here, all this would be gone. I get that back line marked, anything on my side of the line coming out of that back line. Kind of like this. If I were to take all this mess out, get rid of those junk trees, and you're talking about 10, 15 feet, that adds up going down through here. Well, don't that look interesting? Sorry guys, batteries died. Yeah, there's a tree that's gone over and grown up. That's a strange one for sure. But this all needs to come out. All this crap, junk, especially these multiflora rose bushes. My God, them things. Ugh, nasty, 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 nasty. Funny thing is, right on the back side of that tree, I can see the fence. Oh, neighbor's trail cam. Hi. But yeah, you start figuring all this, and it's just, oh, there's another one of them goofy pin oaks. Yeah, that needs to come down for sure. But I'm going to call it a day. Deer stand, lots of deer stands around. Those need to go. All these scrub mess. That limb for sure. That limb for sure. Coming out, hanging over. This whole tree needs to go. Too bad it's pin oak. There's some people who would probably love to have that to build something out of. The little bitty tree down there, humongous limb. Not one, but two. Yeah, hickories. This is a backhoe tree. I know it's little, but the skid steer won't touch it. The hickories, that's just, no, it ain't happening. There's a dead elm, two dead elms. Dead ash right there, a big one. So, like I said, you can cut a pickup truckload of wood in a hurry here. And 99% of it's all going to be big stuff. There's a lot of wood in that tree. A lot of wood in them. Well, one's an ash, the other's an elm. I see another dead one. Right there's a dead one. There's another big dead one. Yeah, this one needs, these two limbs need cut off. Tired of dodging. And you're losing 20 feet, 25 feet because of it. There's a dead one that needs to come drug out of there. That pin oak needs to come out of there. There's another pin oak that needs to come out. Several more. But there's a couple behind it here. You know, I can only do so much right now, especially right now. I can't do it. I had to whack that big tree limb up, that widowmaker, 2 cuts, and boy did I ever feel it. Now that is a little chainsaw, and it wore me out. But I've been trying to do what I can when I can, and it don't seem like much, but it starts adding up. Getting that big widowmaker out of that tree up there was a must. That had to be done before somebody got hurt. Getting that corner back there cleared up and down to that big red oak was a positive note. Good thing. Getting that ditch cleared up to about where that the tree right there, getting that ditch cleared out is a big help. Getting this cleared up, just the junk off the ground, is a big help. Now, I'm not going to be able to go unless it dries up or freezes any farther, because it gets wet down through there real quick. But I can work up through here and then maybe start going down along the woods cleaning up some. You know, it's whatever I can do. Maybe have some rain showers tonight, so I may come back here and try to burn this tomorrow. It all depends on the wind, literally. This is going to be a big hot fire when it gets going, because there is a lot of dead wood in this. It's sitting on a pile of logs, and there's brush stacked on top of it and logs put over it, and it'll get hot. But I'm going to call it here, guys. I got to move the 1850 around in the barn a little bit so I can get the skid steer in. Oh, look at here. Fence wire. Yeah. Let's pick that up out of the field before there becomes a issue. At least get it drug over here by the fence, whence it came from. Oh well. Farmer's work is never done. There's another dead one right there. So, if you need firewood, let me know. Lord have mercy. That's a pile now, I'm telling you. Get them 2 logs right there burning and you'll have a good fire. Well guys, I'm going to call it a day. It ain't probably 3 o'clock. Yeah, it ain't 2 o'clock. I'm telling you, this stuff wears you out. So, we'll see you next time. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Little Geech comes in mighty handy, and I'm glad to have her back. We'll see you next time, guys. Well, hi, guys. It's about 10 minutes to 5. Started to leave from up there and decided, well, I'll do a little more. Well, I've got all the way to here. Big dead one. I got to figure out what to do. And I got about a dozen trees here, like this, on up through there, that are too big for the skid steer to handle. So, game plan is to get my cousin to bring his backhoe over. And there's a few more up there that need to be grubbed out. And I'll gain 25 feet here. There are a couple big limbs and trees that are going to have to come out up there, and this one right here might have to go. I don't know yet. But I'm going to try this. Time to call it a day for sure. I'm getting low on gas. I should say the skid steer is getting low on gas, and so am I. See if I can do this one-handed. But I got quite a bit done.